Hey there, webmasters. All right. Today we're going to get into embedding an image onto your web page. Okay. So let's hop right into it. Design mode. I just click that little cog again and it will switch on for me. All right. I want to add a whole new content portlet. That's the very first thing I want to do. This is not to be confused with adding a banner to your website, like how you have on the home page for a lot of your pages. This isn't that. I'm talking about adding an image to the body of an actual page, like, a content space page on your website. Okay. So we're going to drag down the content portlet. It says drop here. Again, I'm just clicking and dragging those little blocks inside of my perforated lines. We talked about that before. Okay. So it's two different editors going on. If you prefer this one, that's totally fine. I prefer this one. So I'm going to hop into that one. All right. That opens up my content portlet. I'm now in my editing space. Okay. So I just click in here. I have to go to my image manager, the little mountain with the sun icon that you've seen all over. All right. So that's going to open up the image folder on my server. Okay, so this is the server for Portsmouth Public Schools division website. Everyone has their own server for their school website. Okay, you have your own server drive. So it's just like File Explorer, but just not to be confused with the File Explorer on your actual local device that you're editing from. All right, so I'm gonna go to banner images just because I use that one all the time. Let's go to 2021. All right, Happy New Year. All right, I'm gonna hit insert and I get this message to pop up. It says, please enter the alt text. The alt text field is available in the properties tab. All right. So the alt text is a whole nother video talking about that. Very briefly, it's an ADA compliance thing. You have to enter a field with a quick blurb of whatever it is that you're putting up, whether it be an image or a link. Okay. So that has to be done. So I'm going to click on the properties tab. I'll say Happy New Year. Okay. So I've entered that in. If you look up here at the width and height, that is something that you can change up here as well. Of course, it's always easier if you edit things before you put them on the website. But let's say you're given a flyer that was, you had to take a screenshot of a PDF that's 8.5 by 11 inches, and that's way too big to go on your page as is. You need to shrink it down some. I would recommend for the width that you go no bigger than 5 to 600, 600 max for your pixel width. Okay, so I'm going to type in 600. And if you look here, the height automatically changed to 200 as I type this in. That's because this chain link here, that's locked that aspect ratio together. So I don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to sit and guess and try to get it to be exactly, resizing it in that way. You can literally just put it in here, type in your width, if you want it to be 400 or 600 or what have you, no more than 600 pixels wide. It'll automatically adjust the height. And now I'm good to go. So now I click insert. Now it let me do it. Okay. Now, this scroll bar popped up down here. It's freaking me out a little bit. I don't want that to be there like that. All I need to do is just widen my editing space, okay? I could do that by just clicking and dragging that out. It's like if you were to make a web page, your browser big or anything like that. That's all you're doing is just dragging that out a bit. So now I can see everything that I'm editing right here. Okay? Boom. So that's there. I'm gonna hover over it. Happy New Year pops up. All right, we're good to go. Now, let's say, hey, this is my first time doing this. The image is on my computer, it's not on the server. How do I get that to go up there? That's a great question. Let's look at that next. All right. So I'm just going to hit enter a couple times, go back to my image manager. Anything that you put on your website needs to be on the server. That's just the blanket rule across anything. It's for documents, for images, all that stuff. It needs to be on the server if you're uploading it from your computer. Because if someone looks at it and they're not on your computer, then they can't see it. If it'll even let you publish it. So just save yourself the trouble. Just go ahead and upload it to the server and you'll be good to go. So I'll go back to banner images and let's say, okay, this is the folder I want to upload content into, so just like anything else, you need to navigate to the folder that you want to upload it to, just like if you're using Google Drive or something like that. Then click upload up here. All right. Take note that these are all the file extensions that are allowed. It's several. I don't know half of these, okay? JPEG or PNG. I recommend JPEG because it's a completely finished image. It won't give you any transparency, weirdness, or issues there if you put it on your website, okay? So I'm going to hit select. That'll open up the file explorer on my local device. All right. And let's see. Oh, we got a family here at, what is that, Wilson graduation. Okay. I'll do that one. Click on it. It's taking its time uploading there. All right. That green light popped on. The upload button lit up. Okay, so now I'm going to click upload. And here we are. Okay. I definitely recommend having a better name for your images than numbers. That'll be way easier for you to find it later in case you need to. But that's just how that uploaded there. Also, you can rename it in here too. So again, I'm still in the image manager. I haven't left the content portlet or anything. So some things are pretty streamlined and nice with School Messenger. Okay. So I'm going to click rename. I'm going to say test photo. I also recommend making the spaces underscores. That's just a good tidbit, especially for PDFs and images because it'll translate better. Trust me. Just trust me on that one. I figured that one out the hard way. Okay. All right. So I've renamed that to test photo. Now I'm just navigating to it with the arrows down here, cycling through the pages. QRST. There we go. Test photo. All right, there it is. Got the name changed. Let's insert this guy. Oh no, please enter the alt text. The alt text field is available in the properties tab. So the alt text is the same as the tooltip. There's a whole nother video explaining that, but just know it's an ADA compliance thing. We have to enter that and it's really easy, okay? We won't even let you put the images out there without it. So the alt text, if you look right in the middle here, we just need to put, I'll just say graduates family. Why not? Because that's what that is, right? That's all you're doing. It's just putting a little blurb of what it is. It doesn't have to be a sentence or anything like that. Just, hey, if it's a pep rally flyer, pep rally flyer. You don't have to go putting the date and time and location and all that stuff in there. It's just that simple. That's it. But it's a legal thing. It's a law thing because of ADA compliance. So we just want to make sure we comply with that across all of our websites. And I can't do that without your help. So make sure you do that. Looking up here at the width and height of the photo, this is way too big. I don't even know if you'll be able to see this when I put it up here. I mean, that's huge. Okay, so we want to make that smaller. I don't recommend any images going in the body space of your website. Again, not a banner. We're not talking about banners right now. We're talking about in this content portlet, no wider than 600 pixels maximum. Okay, so I'm going to type in 600. If you look, the height auto adjusted as well. I didn't even have to try to guess that out or do the math. Okay. That's because this little chain link here, it locks the aspect ratio for you. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Just change that width to 600 or less, depending on how you need it to fit and flow in your website, and you're good to go. All right. So now I could click insert again. Boom. There we go. Okay. So it's in there. So that was from my computer to the server. Now it's in here. Let's hover over it. Graduates family pops up. That's our alt text. It's coming in beautifully. And I'm good to go. So that was putting an image on your web page. All I need to do now is just click publish. Now, this page is hidden because, it's a test page that I'm working on in the background. I don't want the public to see it, okay? So let's say you're doing the same thing. You're working on a page in the background and you don't want the public to see it. You don't have to click yes for your changes to be published. Okay, you could click no. No, I do not want the page status to be changed from hitting to publish because I'm in the middle of working on this. All right, click no. Yeah, I just show you that so that it doesn't restrict you from putting your changes out there, so you can get it nice and right, and then make it visible. Go into your page status, right? And then from the parent page or whatever page you're working on, just change it from hidden to show, and you'll be good to go. All right, so there we are. Let's check those alt text one more time. And that is it. So we have put images on our page. They look nice and clear. It's awesome. All right. Thanks for watching.